How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I know that there are a lot of us who, actually, I feel like, honestly, today people are either feeling extremely hopeful and elated, or people are feeling overwhelmed, upset, and scared. And I obviously want to make sure we address, the fact that the election happened. Donald Trump was elected president. Kamala Harris just had her speech where she conceded right before this. And I know everyone is probably feeling some type of way. I'm exhausted personally. I was up way too late last night, way past my bedtime. And I just want to reiterate that here in the House of Hill, you guys, we are a fam. We are united. We can have differing opinions, as we often do on certain things. And we just do so respectfully, with humanity and empathy for one another. And I just definitely feel like that is the most important. I always want this to be a safe space for people. I always want this to be a place where people feel like they can express themselves and find community. And I just wanted to reiterate that right off the beginning. Again, I know some people are coming onto this live feeling amazing. Some people are coming onto this live being like, Madison, please distract me. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna definitely obviously get into tea and get into the distraction and get into community and giggle and have all of, the vibes that we always have on a happy hour hang. But I also did not want people to log on here and think that I wasn't going to address the fact that, hello, we just had a major election. It's major news. And obviously people are feeling divided over it. But I just want to maintain our community, our space that we have here. And, I know that us as the House of Hill, we're going to be okay. We're going to band together, and we're going to continue to have our fun, safe space over here on the internet. And honestly, I hope that we can continue to grow, because I feel like, depending on how people are feeling, they could probably use a nice, safe space on the internet. So hopefully the House of Hill can continue to grow so people can feel our love and our positivity, because I really do think we have something so incredibly special over here. Even the members only group chat, you guys, there is a politics tab for anyone who ever wants to get into politics. And I will say, even last night, I was reading through there, and normally I kind of just check in, check out, and the conversations that were going on in there, for anyone who is feeling hopeless, let me tell you, be hopeful, because even people who are on opposing sides can have respectful conversations and can see one another's POV. I know it might not feel like that when you are scrolling online, but there are places that still does exist, and we're lucky that we're in one of those places. So just a little dose of hope. I feel like I'm definitely rambling, but I just wanted to make sure that we discussed it right off the top, right off the beginning. I also do have some celebrity reactions on the rundown that we can get into as well. Again, it'll be brief. We'll address it, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty tea, have some laughs. I am actually drinking an Arnold Palmer right now. My leftover Arnold Palmer from yesterday. I don't know about anyone else, but Arnold Palmers have been my new afternoon drink of choice, half iced tea, half lemonade. And I feel like they are a very common old school drink, but yet the amount of times I order them somewhere and people look at me like I have 17 heads. I'm like, I know this makes me 65 for liking an Arnold Palmer, but they're delicious. Half iced tea, half lemonade. Chef's kiss. Okay, you guys, I see Jessica's in the chat. Shout out to Mary. Mary said, hi, House of Hill. Have a great day. Love you guys. Well, after watching 7 hours, good night from Munich. Shout out to all of our international House of Hill members. Y'all are icons for staying up late, waking up early, Shout out to all of our after watchers as well. We love you. We see you. These happy hour hangs could not continue without you. We also have Mr. Mraz in here, Maria, Jonna, Destiny, Abby is in here as well, George, Jessica, Amy Underwood, because we have 2 Amy's in the membership. I always want to make sure I shout you both out. Jima Sarah, JR is in here as well, Patty, Nessa, Joy, hello, happy Wednesday, Naomi, Shayla is in here. Jelena is in here as well. Terry, Tuzna, Jessica, hello. Robert is in here. Crimson Rose. I just saw Tamara pop in as well. Miss Jackie X, Hannah, Naomi. The Chiefs are 8-0, Terry, which is absolutely fabulous freaking news. Miss Jackie X, hello. Esaranda said, hi, everyone. Today was a snow day for me in Colorado. Okay. Also, hi, Sacred Space. The snow, and Betty, the snow that is going on in like the Colorado, New Mexico area. Oh my gosh, it's only November. That is literally insane. You guys know all of our extended family, all of Mama Hill's family is in New Mexico. We obviously have a big family group chat, and they were sending pics today of what is going on, or like the snow that is happening. And apparently New Mexico is supposed to get 18 inches. Let me know how much Colorado is supposed to get. But I am shocked at how much it is already snowing, and it is literally November 6th. I will say, I was telling you guys, I love fall. I love it getting a little chilly as, you know, Christmas time rolls around. However, when I saw my family sending photos of that snowstorm and them saying it could be 18 inches of snow, I do not miss that. I do not miss snowstorms. I do not miss ice. I do not miss the anxiety of having to drive in the snow. I've talked about this before. Literally would keep me up, couldn't handle it. So everyone, if it is snowing wherever you are, please be careful, please be safe. I saw someone say it isn't even, I'm in Canada and it hasn't even snowed yet. Like, that's crazy. John, hello from the Philippines. Hello. Yeah, Shayla said, snow already. I live in Canada and it's summer weather here today. See, we love an extended summer. Sacred Space said, I lived in Minnesota for a few years and same. The first snowfall is great and beautiful, but then after that, huh? Exactly. Joy said Chicago here. I love snow. Robert also gets anxiety driving in the snow, for real. 70 degrees in New Hampshire. Okay. And 80 degrees in New Jersey. So the East Coast literally is still live, laugh, laughing summer. I mean, I feel that. JP Love said, I'm in Cancun and we still have summer weather. Well, I feel like Cancun is summer all year round. I'm going to Cancun next June for a wedding. Cannot wait. Oh, major fire. Yeah, it is still warm here. It's crazy that we're still having fires, but scary. That is one thing about California I don't think I will ever get used to. Kate said, I've never seen snow in my life. LOL, tropical climate all the way in Costa Rica. Kate, snow, as people were saying in the chat, snow is pretty when you're inside and you can watch it fall down and you don't have to go out and then it's gone the next day. Gorgeous. But when it is impeding traffic, making a mess, and causes pipes to freeze, that happened to us a couple times, not so much. But hope maybe some point if you want to experience snow, you can travel and go experience it and then come back to your nice tropical climate. Okay, you guys, on this happy hour, I realized we've been chatting and I haven't even told you what we're talking about today. So we're going to be talking about, if you want to get into it, we will be brief, celebrity reactions to the presidential election. We're going to talk about Gypsy Rose posting her paternity test because I felt like we could all use a little giggle, a little throwback to the Maury days and the Jerry Springer days. So we're going to talk about the Gypsy Rose update. I have some Payne updates for you guys as well. Tom Brady tea, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, Ariana Grande. For my Ariana fan, she's talking about music and some plans that she has for the future. Selena Gomez has an admirer that I did not expect, but I'm loving. Then we're also going to talk about this Justin Bieber tax bill situation. We did discuss this on the Members Only Live, and I've seen it pop up in a couple other reports. So we're going to get into that. I think it's an interesting report to come out given some of the grumblings we've been hearing about Justin's alleged finances. And then you guys, we're going to talk about the New Heights episode. Jason, Kelce, and Travis obviously addressed the incident that happened over the weekend. And also Taylor saw Jason at Monday Night Football, and it's very clear that Travis and Taylor are both in Jason's corner after what happened this past weekend, but we're gonna get into it. I really appreciate Jason Kelce owning his actions. He owned up to them even more on the podcast. Travis obviously supporting his brother. We're going to get into all of that. Tamara said, I may sound crazy, but I love the cold weather. And our first cold weather I get sick, sucky. I can't even enjoy it. Oh my gosh. Please feel better. There is nothing freaking worse. Whenever I hear about people loving cold weather, which again, when it's around the holidays, I love a chill as well. Nothing too crazy because now I think anything below 60 is freezing. But anytime I hear about, loving winter, loving the cold, I always, and this might be weird, but I always think of Gilmore Girls. Any Gilmore Girls people in the chat as well? Because Lorelai loves winter, and I just feel like their town, Stars Hollow, which I've toured it on the Warner Brothers lot multiple times, and it's iconic. But I just feel like Stars Hollow for me feels like the quintessential winter town, that cute little East Coast charming area. And so anytime I think of like the weather getting cold and people liking the cold, I always think of Gilmore Girls. Absolutely freaking love Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl. I feel like those are good fall rewatch shows. Okay, for my Gilmore Girls people in the chat, because I'm seeing some people pop in. If you haven't watched Gilmore Girls ever, highly recommend. It's on Netflix. Now, I think it's around season 6. They did have like a writer's strike when it was airing on television, so it goes a little bit off the rails, but it does come back on. But you can stream it on Netflix. It is such a good show if you've never watched it before. But for my people who are Gilmore Girls people, who is your favorite Rory boyfriend? This is one of my favorite topics of discussion to have with people. Mine, you guys will probably guess, is I'm a Logan Huntsberger girly through and through. Live, laugh, love Logan. But let me know who your favorite Rory boyfriend is in the chat if you have watched Joy. Highly recommend. Especially now that it's fall, winter time. I feel like it's a really good show to watch around this time. Oh, Adam Brody is in Gilmore Girls for a little bit, except he plays her best friend's love interest. But yes, you're right, Jonna. I forgot that Adam Brody had a little stint on there. Song of the Fierce, haven't watched it. If you guys haven't watched it, you should give it a try. It's an oldie but a goodie, in my opinion. I feel like it's good. And then they did a revival. Was that in 2020 where they did like the 4-episode revival? If you haven't watched it, highly recommend. George said, when I lived in the Yukon, I loved the snow as I love winter sports, but absolutely hate snow. Sacred Space said Logan for sure. Oh, you guys, this is how I know we are the same. The amount of Logan love I'm seeing in the chat. For people who haven't watched Gilmore Girls but have watched Gossip Girl, Logan is like the Chuck Bass of Gilmore Girls. If that helps make you feel included in the conversation so you kind of get an idea, which should not be a shock to anyone that obviously I like the Chuck Bass of Gilmore Girls. You know what I mean? Very on brand for me. Melissa McCarthy is in it. Care Bear Gratitude. Hello. Care Bear Gratitude said, I'm with you, Madison. Logan for sure. We can't help it. Our taste is impeccable in the House of Hill, per usual. Song of the Fierce said, my sister-in-law loves Gilmore Girls, but hates what they did to Rory. I don't know what that means, but there's that. Okay, I think I know what she's talking about, and that's what I'm saying. Rory does go through some ups and downs. So Song of the Fierce, I understand where your sister-in-law is coming from. I'm dying that you're like, don't know what it means, but this is the tea I have, and I live for it. Yes, Melissa McCarthy is the chef, and Melissa McCarthy's on it from the beginning. Miss Jackie X, I didn't watch the revival, but the OG was good until the last season. It felt like it was stretched when it shouldn't have, but that's usually with most shows. Exactly. That was when they were having the writers situation, but it veers back on a little bit, but I'm with ya. Yes, Jesse, right, no, Jess. Jess is Milo's character. Kate said, I didn't really like Rory dying. Absolutely live for it. Ugh, I needed this Gilmore Girls chat, honestly. It was good for my soul. I saw Jody said, I love Chuck Bass. Jody, don't we all? Tatum, I'm so happy that you made the live. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this tea. We are going to kick things off talking about celebrity reactions. Then we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose, Liam Payne, Tom Brady, JLo and Ben Affleck, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and then we're going to end with a little Taylor, Travis, and Jason. So, some celebrity reactions to Donald Trump being elected president. Things that people are talking about that I want to mention because y'all know I always want to make sure you guys know big headlines that are happening. I never want you to be in a situation where someone says, did you hear about what happened with so-and-so celebrity? And you guys are like, what? Then I will have failed. So that's why we're going to get into some of these major celeb reactions that are making headlines. We're not going to debate anything. I want to fill you in on what's going on. We can comment on their reactions and then move right along to the mess of Gypsy Rose. So you guys, Christina Applegate has been getting a lot of attention for her reaction. When it became clear that Donald Trump was going to become president, she tweeted how her daughter was sobbing because she was concerned with his win. She asked people to unfollow her if they didn't agree with her. And then today, she apologized and said that she was going back in her bubble to watch Bravo and wished for peace for everyone. 50 Cent posted on his Instagram, you guys. He posted a photo of him and Donald Trump and said, I don't care how the fight goes. I'm leaving with the winner. I still don't know what's going on. Congratulations. The I still don't know what's going on made me giggle, but you know I obviously had to talk about 50's reaction. And then other celebrities, you guys, who have spoken out. Cardi B spoke out. Jamie Lee Curtis, Kerry Washington, Jeff Bezos has spoken out. Jake Paul, Joe Rogan. Right before this live, I mentioned this at the beginning. Kamala Harris, you know, gave her speech conceding it's going to be a peaceful transition. And yeah, obviously everyone entitled to their reactions, entitled to feel the way that they feel. And like I said, I feel like 50's photo really made me giggle. Christina Applegate was really getting a lot of attention, which is why I think she did her apology tweet, but then her saying she's going to go back in her bubble and watch Bravo. We love a Bravo girly. So those I feel like were the big things. We are going to continue to see a lot of reactions, probably, honestly, for the next couple of weeks. Everyone take care of your mental health. You know, scrolling can feel like a lot. Even I know me personally, I feel like scrolling has been a lot. Again, the thing I always say about social media, it's amazing that it gives everyone an opinion, but it's also a bad thing sometimes that it gives everyone an opinion because it is just too much, overwhelming. I can't. Shayla, I'm so sorry. I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that at all. I also, too, really quick, because Lisa said, Maddie, how do you feel about the outcome? Honestly, you guys, I feel like my biggest hill that I have been on is vote in your state and local elections. I think I talked about this on Monday, but I think something that is often lost in celebrities telling people what to do or using their platform and influencers using their platform is they always focus heavily on the presidential election, which the presidential election is very, very important. However, with the way our government is set up, voting for your state officials and your local officials is critical. So I think that that is something that gets lost in this social media scrolling and the social media word vomiting, is how important it is to vote for your local elections, your state elections, because that is really where life is going to be heavily impacted. And so for me, that I think is the biggest thing. If regardless of how you're feeling right now, one way you can take control that will really directly affect your life is voting in local elections, voting in your state elections, voting for your representatives. That is really critical. And I think that is something that gets lost. And so for me, that is, I think, the biggest takeaway I want people to have. And honestly, you guys know I am somebody who has really bad anxiety. So I also have to choose positivity. Like, you know what? We're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. That I know. And the doom and the gloom and all of that serves nobody. So it doesn't serve me, at least. I can't. So it's going to be okay. Everyone's going to be okay. If you want to feel more powerful, I would just encourage you to vote in your local and state elections. I think that is super, super important. I saw people saying, what did Cardi say? Oh, Miss Jackie X. So Cardi B last night was like posting on her Instagram being like, I'm mad at y'all. And then today she posted a letter to Kamala Harris, essentially just saying she felt like she ran her campaign with integrity and respect, and just like basically wrote an open letter to Kamala Harris. Brianna said, hi, Madison. I'm so upset. You guys, I know people are feeling some type of way, and I wish I had more words. I wish I did. I don't. And I hate when I'm speechless, but I don't have words to make anyone feel better, other than I believe that it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Let's believe that. Vote when we can vote in our local and state elections. And, you know, that is all we can do. Jody, I agree. Like, your states are really where it is at. That is where your life is affected. So people, I think, often forget about those, but it is very important. Very, 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 very important. Okay, yes, Alicia. I'm glad I'm seeing other people be like, no, it is key, because that is something I was even on the phone with Mama Hill about that today. I was like, that is really where now I think people need to focus on more. But let's go ahead, you guys. This is a distraction for a reason. This is meant to be our fun escape from life when life is lifing. And I feel like life is lifing really hard. So let's get into some Gypsy Rose tea. Nothing quite makes us forget about the world's problems like Gypsy Rose posting her paternity results on Instagram. This is giving Maury. This is giving Jerry Springer. And honestly, I couldn't believe my little eyes that she posted this publicly, but of course she did. So you guys remember Gypsy Rose had to do a paternity test because Louisiana has some crazy laws that if you are still legally married to somebody, but yet you get pregnant with somebody else, you have to get a paternity test to prove who the father is, or else your husband will automatically be added to the birth certificate. Crazy. So she had to get a paternity test for that reason. She also, I imagine, got the paternity test to shut people up, because a lot of people felt like the timeline of Gypsy Rose ending her marriage with Ryan Anderson and getting back together with her ex-fiance Ken Urker, they felt like it was a little murky, even though Gypsy Rose went on TikTok and laid out when she left her husband, when she had her Aunt Flo come to town, and when she hooked up with Ken Urker. But, you know, we're nosy. People did not take that as an answer. So on Instagram, she went ahead and posted a literal picture of the paternity results showing that Ken Urker, her current boyfriend, is in fact the father, and that her soon-to-be ex-husband, Ryan Anderson, is not the dad. So I don't know what it is for me that is surprising that she just fully posted the results. I kind of thought she would just post on her Instagram and be like, we got the paternity results. Ken is the father, as I always knew. But no, she fully just like straight up posted the test results on her Instagram. I can't even remember the last time we saw somebody post paternity results publicly. I was trying to think. And I feel like the last time there was any paternity situation was when Tristan Thompson and Marley Nichols were having their thing. But even then, Tristan Thompson just posted on his Instagram story and was like, paternity results came back positive. He didn't post the actual results like Gypsy Rose, which, you know what? God love her. She really put it all out there. Tammy, hi Tammy. I'm so happy that you tuned in. Hello, hello, Real Life Southern Barbie. There's a higher power to all humans. Just stay close and believe. Real Life Southern Barbie, I'm so happy that you're tuning in. Thank you for sharing some positivity as well. Nancy, so happy you're here. I saw Nancy. I just saw someone say, Nancy, glad you're here. Nancy, we are happy to have you. Gma Sarah said, it's so crazy to me that people still pay attention to her. She should not be famous. Gma Sarah, people are still very dialed in. Jessica said, I feel Gypsy Rose takes us back to Jerry Springer days. Truly. In its purest form, it does feel like that. She was with her man, with her ex-husband, left her ex-husband, went back to her ex-fiance, got pregnant. Like, it really is some tea that you just can't make up. You know what I mean? Crimson Rose said she was basically with two people, so I guess they want to know the one response. Oh, because I think someone said, why did she feel the need? Oh, Shayla said, why do people care though? Why are people so weird? I don't care about the DNA test. Because people are nosy. People are nosy. And I am one of those people. I am nosy. Again, I would have taken her word for it. I didn't think she needed to post the full paper, but people are nosy. You know, that's just, I feel like, how society is now with social media. People are nosy. Angel, you are just in time. Hello, hello. We just caught up, talked about Gypsy Rose, and now you guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to this Liam Payne update. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. So we actually have a couple Liam Payne updates, you guys. So first and foremost, something that I am incredibly relieved to finally report to y'all, Liam's body is on its way back to the UK. So finally, Argentina officials have released his body. They were waiting for the full toxicology report to come back. That has happened. So now he is on his way home. He is on his way back to the UK. I'm personally happy to report this because I feel like now his family and friends can hopefully start to find closure and start their healing process, because I feel like with the investigation and him not being home and just all the chaos that was ensuing online, they really haven't been able to grieve. They really haven't even been able to start that process. So I am so happy to report that his body has been released and he is on his way back to the UK. Also, you guys, as far as the investigation is concerned, it's still ongoing. So this is the latest update. According to TMZ, authorities in Argentina raided the homes of 2 hotel workers and 1 unidentified friend of Liam Payne. TMZ reports that the authorities believe the hotel workers had some sort of contact with Liam prior to his accident. And then this unidentified friend, they found him after going through text messages on Liam's phone. And they believe this alleged unidentified friend is responsible for obtaining the substances for Liam. We know that they have confirmed his death was an accident. He had a mix of substances in his system that, you know, obviously left him in a state that he was not able to control himself and he fell. So the investigation is still very much ongoing. They are not wrapping things up. It does sound like they're looking to hold people responsible for at least providing him certain things. So we'll see. I'll obviously keep you guys updated on everything. I'm as everything that is important and factual, we're keeping with that same theme. Because you guys know one of the issues I had at the beginning of all of the Liam Payne updates is there was a lot of stuff that was conspiracy theories. I felt like it was a little salacious given the circumstances. And so we've always stuck to, you know, reporting what is factual and with the utmost respect. So obviously we'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, it sounds like authorities are not wrapping things up. They're not letting things go, but I am happy that Liam is on his way home. Brianna said, I haven't heard a lot of music from One Direction, but I'm sad that he's gone, and I feel for the boys and his girlfriend. And that I think is really the key there, Brianna. Whether you were a One Direction fan or not, whether you liked Liam Payne or not, hearing that somebody at the age of 31 had an accident where their life ended, someone who is a brother, a son, a father, a friend, that hits you. It's incredibly sad. I think anyone also too who has known anyone or themselves struggled with addiction, I think this story hits you. We're all human. We're human, and hearing things like this hit us. And I would be worried if they didn't. You know what I mean? So continuing to send our prayers, our positive vibes, our positive thoughts, our love, our hugs to Liam's family, his friends, and his fans. We're going to go ahead and move on and get into this Tom Brady tea because, y'all, he is out here pulling a Khloe Kardashian, posting cryptic quotes. And, you know, I have some thoughts. Also, hi, Shabria. Hi, Amy Poole. I'm so happy that you tuned in. Also, thank you, Zaya. RIP to Quincy Jones. Legendary, legendary man who worked with so many icons. 1,000,000%. Thank you for bringing that up in the chat. Real Life Southern Barbie said, I was never a One Direction fan, but prayers. Joy said, I pray for the family and friends. Hope everyone can heal. Exactly. Betty said, not only sad in the way he died, but how much he suffered. Exactly, Betty. Could not have said it any better myself. AI, you have not missed the Justin Bieber tea. We're getting into Tom Brady, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, Ariana Grande, Selena, and then we're going to get into Justin Bieber. So this Tom Brady to you guys, Gisele Bündchen, as we all know, is expecting her third child with her boyfriend. But Tom Brady, he's not dating, and he wants that crystal clear. So according to a new report from Page Six, you guys, Tom Brady is reportedly not on the dating market at all. He is, quote, super focused on his kids and work. And like I said, he did pull a Khloe Kardashian, and he posted a cryptic, but also not so cryptic quote. It was actually on like a printed card, so you can see his like hand in the photo. And it's this, I'm not even gonna read it to you because it is a paragraph this long. But essentially the quote is about a man who comes up short again and again. And I do not doubt, again, I know that Tom Brady is in his feels about this Gisele Bündchen pregnancy news, which very fair. I know I didn't expect Justin, I saw someone say the Justin T. I know I didn't expect Gisele to be pregnant again. I don't think any of us saw her getting pregnant with her boyfriend. So I understand Tom's shock, surprise, and the fact that he's in his feels. But also, there is a little part of me that feels like Tom is kind of, how do I say this without being shady? Because I don't mean it shadily. This is how I truly feel. I feel like sometimes Tom is trying to play up the, oh, woe is me bit on social media. Like, he wants people to feel sorry for him because Gisele is, you know, pregnant with her boyfriend and they were married for 13 years and she's moving on and I'm shocked by this news. I never expected it. He's giving an oh, woe is me attitude. I can't say it any other way. Again, I respect where he's coming from. I understand it. But it feels very oh, woe is me for somebody who did not give Gisele the love and respect she was asking for. You know what I mean? It's like, now you realize what you had? Now you're upset now that it's gone and she's pregnant with somebody else? I don't mean to be harsh to Tom, but a little too late. You know what I mean? It's like, sir, maybe you should have appreciated her a little bit more when she was your wife. And so I think that's why these like cryptic quotes and the putting a picture of a sunset to landslide, I'm like, Tom, I can't. Respectfully, I can't. And I'm not just saying that because I'm not a fan of his football career. I actually think he's not a bad announcer, to be honest. But it's just not hitting for me. I'm not feeling sorry for him. Is anyone feeling sorry for him in the chat? Let me know. And because check me. Check me, boo, if I need to be checked. But I just feel like he is very much playing the victim in this scenario. And it's not hitting for me. It's not hitting for me personally. Brittany just said, nope. I don't know why that just feels like the perfect amount of pizzazz and sass. Nope. Robert said, talking about Tom being jealous, but I missed your original comment. Don't know what you got till it's gone. His smiling face always creeps me out, feels fake. Hi, cousin. Betty said, not sorry. We don't. He's getting better with announcing and love the Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he is getting better with announcing, for sure. He fumbled the marriage. Okay, Song of the Fierce said, me, if he has some kind of infertility issues and now he's seeing his ex get pregnant. Song of the Fierce, thank you for offering a different perspective. That is a very good point. Let's see, Vaishnavi said, maybe I sound insensitive, but it is very lame to post cryptic stuff like that on social media. I don't think, if you're insensitive, then I'm insensitive too. Brianna said, no, I don't even know the guy. Angel said, I don't feel bad for a guy that cheated in football when he was on the winning team. He makes me mad. Angel, I'm going to sip my little Arnold Palmer on that one. Yes, and Emerald said, Jojo, it's a little too late. A hit. Kendra, I'm so happy that you're able to tune in. Okay, George said, no one feels bad for crybaby Brady. George, that made me giggle. Also, hi, Miley. I'm so happy you were able to tune in. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck tea. If you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so, you guys. So, new report from People magazine, a source shared that JLo's family is still close with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's kids. And I think this report is coming out because, remember, I think I mentioned this briefly on Monday, but Jennifer Lopez's sister just made headlines for going to visit Violet at her college campus. And people were like, oh, wow, that's crazy that her ex-stepmom's sister was visiting her on her college campus. So I believe that's why we're getting this report that's giving us some clarification. The source said that Jennifer Lopez, quote, is doing well. She doesn't dwell on the past. She's so grateful for everything that she has. The divorce is still being worked out, which we mentioned on Monday. I think they're still figuring out the financials of it all. This insider added that the reason JLo keeps in touch with Ben's kids is because she loves them, her family loves them, and she, quote, wants them to know that they can always reach out if they need anything at all. So again, I do feel like Jen and Ben are putting the public daggers down. I feel like they, at one point, were trying to make one another look bad. I still do feel like JLo's trying to come out on top of this situation and make sure her public persona is, you know, coming out unscathed. But I really do feel like they're putting the daggers down. They're trying to work everything out behind the scenes. And they are cordial with one another. And I do think it's important that because their kids did get so close, that they maintain a level of civility with one another so that way their kids can still be together. They can still be in their kids' lives. I do think that is very important. That's how it should be. Honestly, completely agree, Jessica. Superstar Bella said, what? But she dumped A-Rod's kids like a hot potato. Superstar Bella, you're not wrong. Do I have any Adam Sandler tea? Jamie, I don't have any, like, scathing tea, but I did actually just recently read a report that Drew Barrymore I think she was the one who admitted this, or maybe Adam Sandler did, but one of them said that their kids get together, their kids are friends, and their kids will get together and watch 50 First Dates together, which I think is hilarious because that is an iconic Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore film. I would argue The Wedding Singer is more iconic, but I love it. Kelly said, hi everyone, I think I'm a little late, but I'll catch up later. Yes, Kelly, definitely after watch for sure. Sacred Space said, wasn't JLo's sister pictured with Ben Affleck's daughter recently? Yes, that's what I was talking about on the college campus. She went and visited her at the college campus. So that's, I think, where this report is coming from, because I think people were confused by it. So I think this People Magazine report is trying to give a little clarity as to why that happened, and also just make it clear that they're always going to be there for one another's children, which very fair. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this Ariana Grande tea. We're going to talk about Ariana, Selena, Justin, then Taylor, Travis, and Jason. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. We have over 200 people watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet. Okay, talking about Ariana Grande, you guys. She recently did an interview on Las Culturistas podcast. I think it's Bowen's podcast with his co-host. And she made a couple interesting revelations regarding her music. So one, this was interesting to me. She admitted that she had more plans for her album Positions, but she said when she initially released that album, it got a lukewarm response. So she didn't actually get to carry out all of the plans that she had when she released Positions. But she said the ironic part is now people love that album. Now people are obsessed. She said now people have claimed it so much that it's not even hers anymore, which she's not mad about. And she's not mad about the fact that she didn't get to carry out all of the plans, you know. But I just thought it was interesting. She said she did have more things ready to go surrounding that album, but because of the response at the time, she didn't get to carry them out. But the irony is, you know, obviously now everyone loves it. Also, hi Sierra, it's been long. I'm so happy that you are able to tune into this live. We're talking about Ariana. We still have Selena, Justin, and Taylor and Travis T. So hello, hello. Also, Shayla, you are so sweet. Become a member whenever you're able. You guys, if you're able to join the membership now, please go ahead and do so. Whenever you're able, please do so. It is so much fun. And we really, really, really have a great time. You get tons of exclusive content, obviously. You get access to the members only group chat. You know, my goal is to hit 200 members by the end of the year. So hopefully we can do that by December, you guys. I think we need 119 more. So we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. The other thing she admitted during this interview, you guys, is that she is likely not going to be releasing any pop music anytime soon. She said she's going to lean more into her musical theater roots after doing Wicked. She said, quote, I'm always going to do pop stuff. I pinky promise, but I don't think doing it at the rate that I've been doing it for the past 10 years is where I see the next 10 years. She continued saying, quote, she continued saying that reconnecting with this part of herself who loves comedy, it heals her to do that. And she wants to find more roles that she can use these parts of herself, aka the musical theater part and the comedy part. Also, Dahlia, hi Madison. I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, I'm trying to catch up with Monday's live since I've been hospitalized since Sunday with kidney infection. Oh my God, Dahlia. Sending you all of the healing energy. Please take care of yourself. Rest, relax, recover. We are here for you, whatever you need. Sacred Space said, yes, she's going to dive into the theater world for the next decade. Makes sense. Steph seems like that was the trajectory she was going. Jelena said, it makes sense. She started with Broadway. That's kind of how I feel too. I'm not too surprised by this, especially now that she's gotten a taste of going kind of back into the Broadway world. Also, we know Ethan Slater's world is the Broadway world. So, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense that she probably is going to be in New York for a while. He's in New York. They're going to do the Broadway thing. And honestly, I kind of feel like that might be, it's a giving Kylie Jenner. I do kind of feel like this is good for Ariana right now, to be honest. I feel like Sierra's right. A lot of celebrities have been going to Broadway. But I also just feel like her last album did do really well. But I don't think it did as well as some of her previous projects. I think people, and I'm including myself in this category, are having a hard time kind of separating parts of Ariana's life with her music. And I think for where she's at in her life and career, I think Broadway honestly sounds like a really good plan for her. Her voice is incredible. She can use that kind of comedic acting that she clearly loves and misses. I saw Dave say Victorious reunion. I'm sure she would be down for that. But I just think where she's at, it makes sense. And like I said, Ethan Slater is a Broadway boy. She could be a Broadway girl, and they can live happily ever after on Broadway in New York. You know, and that sounded unenthusiastic, but I didn't mean it to, because I love Broadway. Like, Broadway obsessed. Anytime in New York, really have to go see a show. I love going to live theater here. Obviously, I grew up doing competitive dance, so I love live performances. So that sounded unenthusiastic, and I wanted to clarify. I love Broadway. So I feel like I was just kind of like, okay, go do Broadway, but I love Broadway. And like I said, if Ari and Ethan, that's where they want to go off, king and queen. Jazz said, I don't support Ethan or Ariana. Jessica said 100%, but still love. We can't be friends, even though I hate the whole Ethan in here and the damage they caused. Oh, I mean, Ari still has some bops for sure. I personally, the one I feel like most recent Ariana song that I listen to the most is Just Like Magic. Really, that's the only one, honestly. I listen to Just Like Magic because it is such a good song for manifesting energy. Anytime it comes on, I'm like, put my finger to my thumb and then I snap it. Hey, it's a really good manifesting energy song. So I do play that song. I can't lie. I got to give it to Ari on that one. But other than that, I'm not really streaming any Ariana music. But Just Like Magic, a vibe. For all of us who, yes, and again, don't love the message, love the beats, loved the choreography. I'm with you, Jessica. You know what I mean? If you haven't listened to Just Like Magic, since we all love to manifest here, and we have powers, you should listen to it. Kelly, it has nothing to do with man. Kelly said, I don't want to manifest someone taking my husband. Oh, Kelly, we would never, ever in a million years. Yes, Just Like Magic. Never. More so manifesting, you know, the abundance that we want, the career moves, the love, all the positive things that are meant for us. That's the kind of manifesting I'm talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Selena Gomez tea. Oh my God, you guys, I'm obsessed with this Selena tea that we have today. So remember how on Monday, I filled you guys in on how Selena clapped back at body shamers because people are ridiculous. Abby, same girl, same. Abby said, I need tons of that. Me. So I filled you guys in on how Selena clapped back at body shamers. She went to an event over the weekend representing Amelia Perez. She was wearing a tight black dress. The internet was being the internet. She had to clap back and remind people she was having a flare-up. She's not a stick figure anymore. She's happy with her body. She's not a victim. Just leave her alone. Well, y'all, there is someone who is praising Selena Gomez on social media and it might not be someone we expect, but I'm live, laugh, loving it. Flavor Flav. Favor freaking Flav, which he is a Swiftie, so honestly, we shouldn't be surprised that he's giving Selena her flowers. But he tweeted out a message that says, I don't know her personally, but Selena Gomez is one of the strongest and most beautiful people inside and out. I applaud her for being so open about her health and mental health, and I applaud her even more for clapping back at the haters, but she shouldn't have to. Flavor Flav tweeting that about Selena Gomez. You guys appreciate this on so many levels. Flavor Flav, for somebody who had a dating show called Flavor of Love, you know, I feel like people got an impression about Flavor Flav from back in the 2000s, but genuinely, he is such a sweet, kind man, and he is here for the girls. He is here for the ladies. He is always here to hype them up. He is always here for a little dose of positivity. And I just think it is so sweet that he tweeted that. He put that out there. Again, like I said, I don't know why I was so surprised because he is very openly a huge fan of Taylor Swift. So of course he's going to be a fan of Taylor Swift's bestie. But he didn't have to say that. You know what I mean? He didn't have to put that out there. And I feel like, especially as far as Selena is concerned, we rarely see celebrities having her back. Like, Selena is somebody who is always having to fight her own battles. Even obviously, you know, I think Benny Blanco definitely has her back for sure, but I just feel like she is somebody who always is having to defend herself all the freaking time. So it is so nice to see another celebrity pop in and be like, you know what? Selena really is that girl. She's strong, she's beautiful, she's open, she's authentic, and she claps back at the haters when really she shouldn't give them attention. Like, it is refreshing. Cass, hi and bye. Riding the crazy train here at home. Just came in and show my love. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a great weekend, House of Hill. Cass, I hope you and the boys and the new puppy are doing okay. I'm sure it is crazy. Thank you for popping in and saying hi and checking in with us. We love you, Mama Cass. Give everyone a squeeze for us. Kendra said he's definitely grown. Oh no, he seems so nice. He genuinely seems absolutely amazing. As Miranda said, yes, celebrities rarely ever stand up for Selena publicly, and she's so sweet and deserves that kind of love for sure. 222, you guys. Manifest what you want to manifest. Okay. Make sure also to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't given it a thumbs up already. Wow, we were at 222 for a long time. That means the energy is energying. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Justin Bieber tea. I just realized something Barbie say. Anyone want a Great Dane puppy? Manifesting. So Justin Bieber, you guys, we did briefly discuss this on the members only live yesterday. I'm bringing it to the happy hour hang because I've seen it pop up in a couple other places, but also a good reminder that if you love pre-tea and you love getting tea first, you should definitely join the membership. So you guys, there are reports about Justin Bieber getting hit with this tax bill. Now, remember, and we did talk about this when he purchased the home. I believe it was at the beginning of the year. Justin Bieber made headlines for purchasing a $16.6 million home in Palm Springs. It's in the same neighborhood that the Kardashians have their house in Palm Springs. Around the time when he bought this house, it was when there were reports that Justin and Hailey weren't doing well, and people were theorizing why he was buying the second property, and it was this whole kit and caboodle. Just reminding you of him buying this house because we did briefly talk about it. Well, now, you guys, according to new reports, Justin hasn't been paying his property tax. He reportedly owes over $380,000. These reports claim that Justin was supposed to pay half of the tax payment last month and the other half in April, but because he didn't pay last month, he's now being hit with the six-figure bill all at once. Now, I want to make it clear, no one from Justin's team has issued a statement. No one has confirmed if he really was hit with this bill or not. Again, this is just multiple reports with this information have now come out, which is why I'm bringing it to your attention. I think it is an interesting revelation given the grumblings we've been hearing about Justin and his finances the past couple of months. Remember earlier this year, we heard Justin was spending more than he had coming in. People were questioning why he did that gig for the billionaire's wedding where he was paid $10 million for just performing for one night. A couple weeks ago, we got that report from TMZ where a source said Justin Bieber might sue some of his ex-business managers because he feels like they made poor decisions and lost him a lot of money. His team is divided on whether or not he should actually sue. So to hear those little snippets here and there, and then to hear that he allegedly has this property tax bill, it's just interesting. Again, not clear on what's going on. Obviously, Justin is fine. Obviously, Haley is fine. I just saw someone say Rode reportedly made $42 million in sales this past year. So I'm sure Haley can foot the bill. That's amazing because I honestly, genuinely did not know how Rode was doing. So Kimby, shout out to you for coming with that information because I did not know. But that's, I think, my thing, Song the Fierce. When you put it all together like that, it does sound sus. That's how I feel. It's just, if you individually just took these one-off reports, you literally wouldn't think twice about it because there's stuff about celebrities and their finances all the time. And again, Justin is still a multimillionaire. He, like a double digits millionaire. He is fine. But I just feel like when you kind of string everything together that we've been hearing this year, it makes me want to keep one eye on the situation. That's just how I feel about it. I think he is fine. I think Haley is fine. Everything with their finances, I'm sure is okay. But it's just a weird string of events. And I feel like it's something that we shouldn't totally dismiss just because we are consistently hearing grumblings about it. And you guys know I'm big on consistency. So if I'm putting something in the back of my mind to hold on to, putting it in the journal, as Mama Hill would say, whenever someone would do something to my sister or I, or if someone messed up, Mama Hill would always say she forgives them, but she's putting it in the journal. And that's how I feel about these reports about Justin Bieber. Obviously, no, he's fine. No, he has millions in the bank. Obviously, Rode is doing better than I knew as of yesterday. But we're just putting this in the journal because we're hearing quite a lot of grumbling. So we're filing them away. And when we need to pull the file out, when we need to reference the journal, should anything else come up, we will do just that. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Taylor, Travis, and Jason tea. If you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please, please, please go ahead and do so. Lisa said if he wants anything big, especially right now, I feel like he wants to be invisible. Probably, we know he definitely wants to be separated from a lot of the conversations that are going on. Cousin said Mama Hill has a lot in her journal. I've been there for that phrase a few times. It's key. It's very true. It's whenever you hear Mama Hill say that's going in the journal, you're like, oh, snap, crackle, pop. So, Justin, the reports are going in the journal, are going in the House of Hill journal. Shayla said, do they still have a house in Canada? Because we're expensive, so I believe he still does have a house in Canada. And think about it. They have a property in Palm Springs, a property here. Again, I believe that they still do have property in Canada. That's a lot of houses to maintain. A lot of houses to maintain. But let's go ahead and get into this Taylor, Travis, and Jason situation. I want to make sure that we can definitely flush this out. Like I said, I think Justin is fine. I don't want anyone to think that I'm perpetuating any drama about Justin. This is just a report that I have now seen pop up in multiple places. He is fine. Haley is fine. The baby is fine. I did see someone bring up the photo that Haley posted telling people to vote, and it was like a young Justin. I think it was in regards to women's rights. I don't know why she posted a child photo of Justin promoting women's rights. I saw that and I was just like, huh, okay. But I think it was just, I don't know. I think she was just posting. I'm trying not to, I guess, think too much into it. I thought it was weird, or not weird. I just was like, what a choice. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like that's an iconic photo of Justin, so maybe that's why she did it. She thought maybe it would get the young kids to listen. I don't know sometimes why celebrities do the things that they do, you know? And thankfully they do a lot of weird things because it gives us plenty to flush out and discuss on these happy hour hangs. But on the new episode, Kelly said, no, it's weird. Shabria said, that gave me the ick. Sacred Space said, am I the only one who thinks it's weird Haley still hangs out with Lori Harvey, who is Diddy's ex? Did Lori Harvey date Diddy? Oh my, I really need to do a memory lane of Diddy's dating history because it is vast, for sure. Okay, the new episode of New Heights, you guys. So, Sacred Space said, yes, she did. Jelena said, Diddy and his son. Oh, God. Yipes. I can't answer that one. Cassidy said, hey, friends, what are we talking about? What did I miss? We were just talking about Justin Bieber. Now we're going to talk about Taylor, Travis, and Jason. Jessica, you don't have to apologize. Jessica said, I just get bad vibes. Sorry. No need to apologize. That is interesting. One thing I will say about celebrities is the way they keep their circles is very odd to me. It's kind of how like the Card Jenners all date similar people. That group all dates similar people. That is odd. You guys are definitely giving me pause about the Lori Harvey Haley thing. I cannot explain that. That is definitely weird, for sure. Tabitha said, hi, I've been listening, but just stuck at work. Love you all. Don't forget to like. Hi, Tabitha. Thank you for reminding everyone. Okay, you guys, so remember, we briefly discussed this on Monday. Over the weekend, Jason Kelce had an incident that went viral. He was at Penn State for college game day. Somebody was following him and heckling him with a phone. They made a comment using a homophobic slur while referencing Travis dating Taylor. Jason Kelce got mad, took the phone, threw it down. He did use the slur back, which is why this has become a big deal. He said, who's the now? Now, I want to go ahead and first say Jason Kelce did already address this on Monday Night Football. He took complete ownership of his actions. He said he met hate with hate, and he is not that person. That is not who he is. He knows that that is not productive. He is not proud of how he reacted. Said he is going to, continue to do better moving forward. He knows that using that word back was not okay. And he's not dancing around it. He's taking complete ownership of it. It obviously is not okay. I don't think I'll say that just to make it clear, but obviously we know using words like that is not okay. The guy should not have used it to Jason Kelce, and of course he knows he shouldn't have used it back. But him and Travis did talk about it on the New Heights episode, and Travis said that Jason had some effing clown come up to him talking about his family. Travis said that Jason reacted in a way that was defending his family, and that he used some words that he regrets using. Travis praised how sincere Jason is in learning from this experience and owning up to it with his apology and everything he said at Monday Night Football. Travis assured Jason that he knows this whole thing has been weighing on him and that he doesn't choose hate because that's not who Jason is. Jason did go on to double down on his regrets for using the word back to the guy. He said it's hateful footage. He doesn't want to look at it anymore. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He has owned up to it. He has apologized, and he wants to move on. And honestly, I agree with Jason. Also, Taylor is cool with Jason Kelce. They were seen hugging at Monday Night Football. He came up to the suite and they were hugging. They saw one another. And again, to me, that says Taylor is in Jason's corner. Travis is in Jason's corner. No one is condoning him using that word back. He's not condoning using that word back. He has very much admitted and said, shouldn't have done it. I regret it. I met hate with hate. That's not how you behave. I don't really know what more people want from him. He's not making excuses. He's owning his behavior. He's apologized. He was defending his brother. I don't really know what else people want. I feel like now we know Taylor is okay with Jason. Travis is okay with Jason. The moms are okay. Like, I think now everyone can kind of hopefully let this situation go. Unserious said, sending while I can because a brokey messing with my bank. What? Oh my gosh. All caps. I'm sorry that's happening, Unserious. That is super, super freaking frustrating. Betty, I obviously would not, even if I was mad. No. But, you know, I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for other people's heat of the moment words that they use. I can only speak for myself. Obviously, no, I would not. And that's why I feel like I have made it clear, obviously, do not condone that kind of verbiage being used. But I also truly in my heart don't believe that Jason even condones that language, that Travis condones that language. Like, I don't think any of them condone that language either. I think then that he's not making an excuse. He used the guy's words back at him. Not okay. He knows it's not okay. And he apologized and is moving forward. You know, that's, I feel like, all we can ask of a person. You know, how many times do we see public figures get up in front of people and make excuses for their behavior? All the freaking time. You know what I mean? At least Jason Kelce is getting up in front of people and he is saying, hey, did it. I absolutely did. I fought hate with hate. Not how I was raised. Not the kind of person I am. I am sorry. I am human. I make mistakes. All I can do is do better moving forward. What else can you ask of somebody? You know, that's how I feel about the situation. Sacred Space said, that sucks. Jason was surrounded by a huge crowd like that too. How overwhelming is that? I mean, you know, and again, that kid, I don't know, and he's not a kid. I keep saying that because he's a college student, but he's not a kid. He is a man. You know, again, don't know when people thought it was okay to get up in somebody's space, spew a derogatory term, and be aggressive towards somebody just because they're a public figure and you feel like you can. You know, would you go up to somebody on the street and do that? Probably not. Why do you feel like you can do that just because that person's a celebrity and has a public persona? I don't know when we as a society thought that that was okay, but it's definitely not. It's the same thing when people buy tickets to go into a concert and throw something at the artist. What are you doing? That make it make sense to me. You're at college game day, go be with your friends. If you're gonna be stupid, go be stupid over there. Why do you feel like you can walk up to somebody and say something like that? That's crazy. So again, no one condones the verbiage that was used on either side, but I will always respect somebody who owns up to their actions, apologizes for them, and then we gotta let them do better moving forward. That's all we can do. You know what I mean? At least he's not making excuses. Unserious said Jason should have met hate with a swift kick. Unserious, I got some choice words and actions for that guy. You know, and allegedly the campus police, Unserious, are investigating. We don't know what they're investigating, but they're allegedly investigating. Miss Ace, we talked about the new episode of New Heights. We talked about Justin. We talked about Selena, Ariana Grande, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, Tom Brady, Liam Payne updates, and Gypsy Rose. So definitely go back and rewatch. Maria, yes, the Chiefs are 8-0. Hopefully we keep this streak going and we go to the Super Bowl. We will go to the Super Bowl. What am I saying? We will, because we need more Taylor and Travis content on the fields. And I have to manifest that. It will happen. Miley said, I will. We will do it. We will do it. Is there anything else before I sign off that you guys want to talk about? Definitely make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on TikTok. I know I've been slacking on mini pop-offs lately, you guys. It's just, I've had so much to do. So much to freaking do. So that is on me. I know I've been slacking, but getting back on it. Mama Hill actually got me this. I was just making sure. Mama Hill got me this whiteboard to put my daily to-do list on, and I feel like it's going to help me get my ish back together when it comes to posting vertical videos. Sorry that you guys just got an up-close look up my nose, but I'm telling you, I'm working my way back to that consistency for sure. Let's see. Betty said, no one condones a huge portion of Kelce's fans and Swifties justified it. You know, Betty, the internet is going to internet, which is frustrating, and I know none of us love to see it, but yeah. Unserious said, have you ever played Settlers of Catan board game? No. But should I? I have never played that. I love a game called 5 Crowns right now. That is our obsession. We love Sequence and Clue, I feel like, are some of our favorite games. And Arnold Palmer is half iced tea, half lemonade. And it is so freaking good. So good. But you should just say, you could also just say half iced tea, half lemonade, because sometimes when I use the term Arnold Palmer, again, people look at me like I have 5 heads. The other day, a couple weekends ago, my sister and I went to a bakery that is close to here, and we ordered an Arnold Palmer, and the cashier literally was so confused, and we were like, oh, it's half iced tea, half lemonade. He said, okay, and then he just gave us blueberry lemonade, which we were both like, blueberry lemonade is not even anything near half iced tea, half lemonade, but we'll do it. You know what I mean? Jessica, cheers. Jessica said I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer in bed right now. I don't know what it is. I've been drinking them ever since I got on this kick when I went to Kansas City this past summer, because I would always have coffee in the morning, and then my friends would want more, like, to go get an iced coffee in the afternoon, but I would be way too hot for coffee, so I started getting Arnold Palmers, and now I just can't get enough. Can't get enough. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I feel like this was such a nice, refreshing happy hour hang. I don't know about anyone else, but I needed it. My soul needed it. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the House of Hill. Y'all are absolute icons. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification bell's on. Please join the membership as well. Unserious said, this one is for Crimson Rose. Love you, baby girl. I absolutely love that. Love the community we have here. You guys are icons. I will see you all on Monday for our happy hour hang. I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.